Welcome back to the HX studio, everyone. Glad to have you with us. I'm joined now by Robin Ashton. He is the publisher of Foodservice Equipment Reports.
Yes, ma'am.
Glad you could be here. Thanks for being
here.
here.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
So, give us an overview of maybe some of the equipment trends that we're seeing.
Sure. I have forecast the food service equipment business since early 1980s. And of course, we start with what's going on in the core food service operator market. Everything from the big QSR, quick service chains, to lodging, to supermarket food service, all the institutional segments. And most of the post-recession period has been a period of very tepid, slow growth for most restaurateurs and food service operators of all kinds. That began to change last year with the growth in employment and the drop in gasoline prices. Those are two key drivers of the food service market.
Okay.
And so Technomic Inc., which forecasts the operator side of the business, has the total industry at the end user level growing at more than 5% this year and nearly 5% next year. And those will be the two best years since 2007.
Wow.
So we're kind of, just as the earlier gentleman said about the lodging industry, we're beginning to see the top of the peak of the cycle here.
Picking back up.
Yes.
Since like you said, since
Yeah, the other thing that's characterized this period is that it's been a period of very flat traffic growth. So while there has been gains in menu prices, there hasn't been a lot of new visitors. The only year where traffic has grown since the recession, since 2009, was 2012. That changed the second half of last year and the beginning of this year.
So what's your forecast of the business climate in the coming year specifically?
This year and next, we think both the food service business and the capital goods side of food service, which is our side, the equipment and durable supplies and tabletop products, are probably also at their peak. We're forecasting growth in 2015 of 4.8%. and growth next year of 4.6, but the real numbers are about the same. It's a period of low price increases on the equipment side because industrial metals and other commodity prices have dropped.
Okay.
So it's hard for manufacturers to raise prices. But we're seeing equipment buying being very strong in all the segments of food service. Restaurants, lodging food service is booming. It's up 9% this year. It's expected to be up close to 9% next year. Things like prepared foods in supermarkets is growing very quickly. Healthcare is growing very quickly. So it's a very balanced growth of the market, and the equipment purchasing side is following right along.
So what are operators' buying trends then?
Well, part of it is refreshing dining rooms. It's a highly competitive market, very mature market in the U.S. There's not a lot of net unit growth. So people are constantly, the three key things that drive equipment purchases in this market in the U.S., which is so mature, is renovation. If they renovate a kitchen,
right.
Replacement, just as things wear out, and menu changes. So you see all of the restaurant chains constantly doing new menu items or limited time offers or those sorts of things. That drives a lot of equipment purchasing.
And I would imagine too, the equipment now has to do more than one thing.
Oh, absolutely.
Because the menus are changing
The
so
menus
much.
are changing, flexibility becomes a very big factor, and so we've seen strong growth in new technologies, what we call fast ovens, which are hybrid ovens that incorporate microwave and convection and impingement. Okay. You see them in Subways, you see them in Starbucks, right. You see them in Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, they're very popular right now.
They can do a wide variety of products, and they're very fast. Another combination technology that's very big in the lodging industry is combination oven steamers, which are both convection ovens and convection steamers that you can vary the humidity on within the cavity. And those are used not just for primary cooking, but also for rethermalization of product that is cooked to almost finished state, quickly chilled in what are called blast chillers, and then rethermalized and mini banquet facilities use those kinds of technologies.
Interesting.
But we see those technologies used in schools and college and university, corrections, and in those types of institutional segments as well.
And are you seeing those trends as you're walking the show
Oh,
floor?
absolutely. If you walk around any of the equipment areas, you'll see fast ovens, you'll see combination oven steamers, you'll see, particularly in this market, because it's chef-driven and you have the high-end business and industry folks in the financial sector, you see very high-end range suites and things like that. Mm-hmm. That's specific to the New York market that you'll see at this show.
We'll see it here.
So.
All right. Well, Robin, we appreciate you being here.
Well, I appreciate the opportunity to come speak with you.
Thanks for making some time with us.
Thanks
Robin
so much,
Ashton,
Karen.
Publisher of Food Service Equipment Reports. Thanks for being at the HX studio. We'll see you all next time.